So we're middle of the Maamar of Shvat of the Yudale. As of tonight, it's 72 years.
It's free, no?
72 years that the Rebbe said this Maamar. And the Kabbalah Sanasius, and the middle of the Rebbe is mentioning, very interesting, all the Rabbein. That doesn't have been any other Maamar. Not only mentions all the Rabbein, but 3 times. The Maamar is divided into 3. He said a part and he stopped, he said a part and he stopped, so it's 3. In all 3 parts, he's mentioning all the Rabbein. I think now we are in the 3rd part, and the Rebbe is telling us, Avas Yisrael. Magid Vor Liyankiv Chukav Mishpotam Israel, what the Rebbe does, he tells us to do, or what he tells us to do, he does. And the same thing is the Rabbein, whatever they tell us to do, they did it themselves. And we bring from each and every Rebbe a story with Mesiras Nefesh, with Shtus Dikdushe in Avas Yisrael. Now we learned already about the Alter Rebbe, learned about the Mittel Rebbe, and the Tzemach Tzedek, we up to the Rebbe Maharash. Also, is der Sipur, was the Rebbe had erzählt von Rebbe Maharash et lechemol. The Rebbe told the story, Friedrich Rebbe told the story about the Rebbe Maharash. He said it a few times. The Rebbe Maharash is speziell gefahren. He traveled special. He was in a kurort. It was in a place that you go. What's a kurort in English? A place with nice resort. It was in a resort for health reasons. Is given in a kurort, but a speziell genommen und weggefahren in Paris. It was not in Paris, but if he traveled special to Paris. And dort verbracht das Mann auch eine Jahre, and it was there a long time. He spent there a long time. Why did he do it? Today in a hotel, treff Maiden, and he went into a hotel, and he met somebody, was hat nicht gewusst von keine in Yonim. The Rebbe says this, the Sipur Baruch, but the Sipur is in land, and he is saying it only there. And the Rebbe Maharash went into the place where they're sitting and eating and playing cards and everything. And ist ihm zugegangen und hat ihm gesagt, it's interessant, Rebbe Maharash had nevued, there's somebody on the Shome sitting somewhere in Paris, and he's doing things that it's not supposed to be done. And he told them, a younger man, Yayin Nesach is metames on the Shome. They were drinking and playing. So he told them, Yayin Nesach is metamed in the Shome. He was sitting and playing in cards, and he was drinking wine. Danach is weggegangen zu sich zurück in Zimmer. Rebbe Maharash did it, and he went back to his room in the hotel. It was in a hotel. Danach hat jener man schon nicht gekannt ruhen. He couldn't sit quiet. Something penetrated into his neshama, into his heart. When he's to him gekommen, he came to knock on his door in his hotel. And obviously, he became a Balshuve, and he took the Rebbe Maharash fiddle and put on, and then he came back, and the Rebbe is finishing on the phone. He's gewachsen danach, and came from them a whole branch of Mishpachas from Yereim v'Charedim. And we have till today, we have the descendants of this person that Rebbe Maharash went special, from a special place, he went to Paris to talk to him. Was Mevei is, and the Rebbe is even emphasizing, but Mevei is bechlal, people beim Rebbe Maharash is given bechlal Zman Yoko. The Rebbe Maharash, that was time was very, very, very precious by him. It was Chassidus, vielleicht sagen kurz, even Chassidus would say short memory. Amol hat der Rebbe erzählt, sagt, in der Früh, 8 o'clock in the morning, vielleicht schon bei ihm sein, noch ein Daven, didn't have time to Daven early. He's a speziell gefangen von Amokem Rochel, he traveled to a place. Why? Can they open mit Haiden, was weiß den ganzen nicht von Jüdischkeit. He went to get a Jew that he doesn't know, and talk about one Jew that he went to. Und was Lefeuer hat mit ihm kein Kishon, he has no connection with him, he's nothing to do with him. Hat sich in ganz so darauf abgelegt. He put away himself on the side. Gedei zu mir ab sein dem Stus de Leumase mit dem Koch von dem Nefesh Abamis to transform his Stus de Leumase that this eat ed and his passion of the Nefesh Abamis to do these things. Machen davon Stus de Kedusha and transform it into Stus de Kedusha and so is it. Da kann man sich von dem Rebbe nicht poseiden. Now we're going to this story with the Rebbe Rashab. Saying of the Sipurim is based, as it is noch given betchilas Nesius, so it was beginning when the Rebbe Rashab became Rebbe. He loved them all from Moscow. He had to go to Moscow. wegen Mevatel sein, etwas ein von der Gzere, nullify a Gzere. And in Moscow was the place to meet people that they could nullify. Ich komme zu ihm zu gehen, der Bruder, der Rebbe Rashab's brother, Razo, he was older than him. Dem was Reb Zalman Aaron, der Bruder ist ein älterer von ihm und hat gekannt Sophois, he knew languages. But I can't read no Russisch, you know the Russian language. The Rebbe, and I must say, is given as in them part. He wasn't fluent in Russian. Not in Gezo, as by him, is dort as man tire. The older brother told the Rebbe Rashab, time by you is precious. You are a Rebbe, and why should you go? And Russisch, kommt man schwer, and to speak in Russian is not easy for you. Und darf mehr suchen. You have to come there and look for the people that they are, the people that you have to talk to, that they could nullify this decree. Meile wird ihm versprochen, der Alionim is going to save him. Save him the travel, save him the time, save him the language, save him to go around and look for the people to meet who could do it. When have it for him in Moscow, he's going to go instead of him. But then Ton, the ganze Stadtlos, he's going to do exactly what he's going to tell him, what to tell him, and how to make sure that they are nullifying it. But the Rebbe, nicht muss er nicht rufen, nicht Masken gewählt, der Chashab, did not agree. Und ist allein gefolgt. Und wie viel hat ihm gekostet dort gesund, he came there and he saw that it's not easy to do it, so simple, he was pushed sick of it from und gekostet gesund and cost time and alle übrige Jahren. You had to, to struggle with the language and everything. And you had to look till you find the people. Why did he do it? Today, it's interesting, the Rebbe is emphasizing in the previous page that as it sounds, it was at the beginning of his Nesius. So probably, as I understand, if it would have been in the Nesius already years later, he would have listened to the brother and said, you go. Beginning of the Nesius, every Rebbe had to show that the Indian of Avas Yisrael, Shtus the Kedusha, give away his life even.
I think that it wouldn't have changed anything. His Indian was the serious nefesh for Avas Yisrael. That's what it was.
But later on, why I'm saying it is because I just read yesterday that Friedrich Rebbe was maybe 18 or 19 years old. The Rebbe Rashab sent him to Europe to, I don't know well, to try also there to nullify something, and he spent a lot of time there. He didn't go himself. Maybe, saying maybe.
Yes. Oh, the Shimon on the left hand side. But you only need the
Okay,
tops.
that doesn't matter, but the idea is that we see that every Rebbe did Mesiras Nefesh and Shtus the Kedusha for Avas Yisrael. That's the idea. Today, we want to Gzere von Eden, was hat sich gehandelt, nicht wegen Gzere Beruchnis. It was not something Beruchnis, no wegen Gzere in Gashmis. So this is, we have already up to the Rebbe Nishmoseid. No, das so ist doch, das ist ein Case von dem Schwer, von dem Rebben, Schwer, wie viel hat sich weggelegt den ganzen an der Seite, he put himself completely on the side, he didn't look at himself, kedei zu tun Aiden HaToile. Nicht nur Beruchnis, noch viele Begashmis. And what kind of Jew did the Friedrich Rebbe do? Was war Aiden? Aiden was his ben legamre sheloi bedugme and sheloi be'erech. Somebody that is not related to him, has nothing to do with him, and even in his, the guy was not Shema Torah mitzvahs and all the other things that is not related to him. Legamre sheloi bedugme. The ganzen nicht was man kann ihm anrufen. There is a Indian that you have to say Musa, you have to try to get somebody better. But there is a mitzvah. Somebody who is your friend, you have to help him out. He's not chaver b'teiro mitzvahs. Or the lechol hapachas was shayach themselves oilam. Not even the same world as him, completely different. As the story with the story with the Rebbe Maharash, it's a Jew that he doesn't know nothing and he's sitting and drinking and has nothing, no relation to him. Or even by the Mittal Rebbe also, he mentions the idea that could you imagine the difference between the relationship between the Rebbe and the Chassid, and still it had an effect on him so far because of Avas Yisrael. Okay. Why is all this? Why did he do it? So far, was dort, or das ist Tachlis HaKavone from the ganze Avodah. Ultimate goal of all Avodah is this. Was the ganze Brias Veishtalshelus Oilam ist doch gewähnt, zu Libos. Why did the Rebbe make this creation and the Ishtalshelus and everything? Why is it? This soll sein, dir Elois Bor betachtoin. As it says in Tanchume, the Saba Kodesh Baruch Hu is dir betachtoin. Sagt man doch auf der Ruf, als das ist noch ein echerer Inyan, wie es ist gewähnt koidem achet, Riker Schchine, betachtoin im Oiso. That after the Sheva Tzadikim came and they brought down the Schchine, it's in a higher level than it was by creation, that it was then, Riker Schchine betachtoin im Oiso. Oi bazoi, is was is gewähnt der ganze Ring von dem Chet mit dem Tick-Achet. If not, as we use as always for the Neshama comes down, she doesn't need a tick. She comes down to fix up the goof in Nefesh Habamis. But then, this is not a business. To come down to fix up somebody else. So the idea is that after that, after all the Nefesh Habamis comes from Olam HaToyu, and then it schleps with them the Nefesh Elikis to a higher level. Same thing is here also. If not, why did we need it? Muss man doch sagen, so we have to come to a conclusion and say, as demol wird sein, betachtoinim in a echer oifen. After this is going to be in a echer oifen. Noch, wie sie es gewähnt, ich erschrien betachtoinim oifen. Was damit ist doch der Rebbe Messiah the Maimar, but this the Friedrich Rebbe is finishing the Maimar. Azuch odem oifen avoide. According to this avoide, what is it? Shtus de Kedusha, that's the main point here. Shtus de Kedusha and Avas Yisrael. Azuch odem oifen avoide, better noch sein der Gilui. It's going to be Istalak Shikora de Kutshe Brichu Bekulo Olmin. The Rebbe is going to be spread in Kulo Olmin. Sie wird das Galle werden, der Eura Soivev Kol Almin. This is the oil that is going to come down. Eura Soivev. Is Chodsha Filet Rebbe ruft him ot do on mit Nomen Eura Soivev Kol Almin. So although the Rebbe in the Maimar is saying, calls it Eura Soivev Kol Almin, so you could still think, kommen doch meinen, als das meint man mehr nicht wie dem Oil. Was ist begetter von Oilomes? What is Soiviv Kol Almin? Is that Soiviv is very high, but it's related to Oilomes, because it's Soiviv Almin. So you're going to think, that's it, that's all we're getting. The Rebbe says, no. Kommen doch meinen, als das meint man mehr nicht wie dem Oil, was ist begetter Oilomes. No, was then, begetter Soiviv Almin. Is that Soiviv, but it's Oilomes. Is davon aber, was der Rebbe verbindet das mit Linien von Istalkus. Friedrich Rebbe connects this with the idea of Istalkus. Was Istalkus is doch Metaken. Viele, wie steht in der Gersa Koide, Istalkus of a Tzaddik is fixing up something. What is it? Der Alte Rebbe says in der Gersa Koide, der Rebbe says in the brackets, es ist dort zwei Gersen, wo seine verbunden mit Tiere mit Aninen von Istalkus. One is that the Alte Rebbe writes to the Barbitschiver and his son, Meir, passed away. Second one is when Mendel Rodoker passed away in Erzsrol, in maybe in Sfas, but he's buried in Tverje. So that's zwei Gersen was eine verbunden mit Tiere mit Anim von Istalkus. In der zweite, in the second one, steht doch der Indien was das Metaken. What is it Metaken? It could even have an effect on Oilomase, even in Yonim von Gimel Klippes hat meistens gamre. Istalkus of Tzaddik could repair, it could elevate it. So viele der Migdosh, mit alle Korbonos, die Betoichom, das nicht gekannt helfen dazu, unbelievable. Even when the Beis HaMikdash was there, and you bring Korbonos, it couldn't do it. Mehr nicht ein Nase Bachutz, Por, was Nases Bachutz, Rie von Pora Adumo, this is the idea that could purify a person that is Tome with the highest level of Tumas Mes. Danach ist viele, das hat euch nicht gekonnt helfen, hat man gedacht, oben, Golinu Marzenu. If this couldn't do, so we need Golinu Marzenu to be in Golus, and exile is to purifying it. As we see Mitzrayim, we went through the smelting place of Mitzrayim, elevated as the Eden, and we got ready to Matan Torah, but Torah couldn't have been unless they were in Mitzrayim. Now those will sein der kosher. Until it comes to the level of kosher Misas Tzadikim, yeah. Was if the Rov is doch ein Loshim Medrash, there's a Medrash. And it says that it's a very hard thing, the idea of Misas Tzadikim. And there is two versions in Medrash. One is Yoisa Michum Beis HaMikdash. Ein Loshni is, there's one version, Kechum Beis HaMikdash. It's the same as Chum Beis HaMikdash. That's how bad it is, the Stalkus of Tzaddik. The second one is Yoisa Michum Beis HaMikdash. The Noch is the Kosher Silukon Shel Tzaddikim emphasized Yoisa Michum Beis HaMikdash. So those that been gedacht onkommen dazu. So this is what happened a year before the Rebbe said in Maimar. The Rebbe is mentioning what happened. The Stalkus of the Friedrich Rebbe, deze zal zijn de Ristalik in Korre de Kutsche Brichu. So the Rov is doch da in the Pushing von dem alten Rebbe. listen to this, is mentioning the alten Rebbe mit alle Rebbe mit dem Tzemach Tzedek, mit dem Rebbe Marash, mit dem Rebbe Nishmosaiden, mit dem Rebbe, also Teitschen, also Stalkus, meint man nicht Ras V'Sholem Aliyah Lemailo. The question goes on what we learned in the previous page. Istalik, you call it the Kutche B'richu B'chul Olmen. Istalik means what means Istalik? He left. He says no. Istalik here means spread, completely differently. So the Alter Rebbe and the Mit'al Rebbe, the Tzemach Tzedek, and the Rebbe Marash, and the Friedrich Rebbe Rashab, and the Friedrich Rebbe are saying that it doesn't mean that. They are translating, they are explaining us. Istalkus meint nicht Ras V'Sholem Aliyah Lemailo. No, was there, what does it mean? Das meint man, when we say Istalik, it means, as though Lemato gefind sich as a Inyan. Was is nicht in a Geder von am Shoche. We have here Lemato, such a high-level thing, that it's not even, in general, it's not even related, it can't even be drawn down to Lemato. Now, those is was man sich bei jeder von uns. Now we come to what is demanded, what is the Rebbe demanding from each and every one of us. Was mir alle seien doch in der Rashvi, we are the 7th generation von dem alten Rebbe. We have the alte Rebbe, the Mit'al Rebbe, the Tzemach Tzedek. The Rebbe Marash, the Rebbe Nishmosaiden, the Friedrich Rebbe, and the Rebbe. Here the Rebbe is saying clearly that it's a new generation. He is the Shvi, clear words, it's the Rebbe's words. We're going to listen to it tomorrow or next day. We're going to hear the Rebbe says. In 4 years that the Rebbe was, every answer that the Rebbe answered, what did he answer? Asker Alotzia. But the Rebbe says, clear, was called we are Deura Shvi von dem alten Rebbe, literally. Was called Ashvi Shvi we learned in the beginning of the Maamar, and we learned the beginning of the Maamar also the same words. Oh, Shapile Modos nicht verdient. It's not something that you worked on it. Modos nicht ausgearbeitet. You didn't toil and exert yourself to get it. So what happened? Ganze Chavivus is. What is the Chavivus? Why are we beloved? Because what does the Deura Shvi? That's it. Because you were born in Deura Shvi. Is that man auf uns gelegt. So the Rebbe is put on us. The Rebbe is demanding from us. And what the Rebbe is going to say now, he said it, but he couldn't say it, he was crying, as we're going to hear it tomorrow in the Rebbe himself. And mir soll Mamsher sein, our avoider is, same as Moshe Rabbeinu the Shvi, brought down the Shechina Melemailo. Mirikia Aleph La'oretz. So we're demanding from us, they're demanding from us to bring down the Shechina, Mirikia Aleph Lamata. What should we do? How do we do it? We sollen sich häusig sein mit Shtus de Leum hazeh. We should deal with Shtus de Leum hazeh. Memond bei uns and the Rebbe and the Rabbi are demanding by us. What sollen wir tun mit Shtus de Leum hazeh? What should we do? He says we should deal with the Shtus de Leum hazeh. What should we do with the Shtus de Leum hazeh? Also dem Koch von Nefesh HaBahamis. This passion that Nefesh HaBahamis says. Das Yoda Inish Benafshi. All the dots is that when the Rebbe was crying. That's what he put in the dots. But each and everyone knows in himself, in what he's laying. As a Rodos, each and everyone knows that he has. He has the passion, he has the koch in Gashmis and Yonim. I must say. Yoda inish benafshe. Each and everyone could calculate it. You don't need a lot of time to calculate it and feel and see where you're up to. As a Rodi in Yonim von Shtus, till a level von noch niedriger. Wow. Shtus de Shtus. Huh? We should transform it to Kedusha. Yes. The Mitzvah is already big Kedusha. You are already big Kedusha. Soll man davon me'aper sein? What is our avoide? Not to break. Wie me'aper? Soll man davon me'aper sein? Wir machen Shtus de Kedusha. Okay. Oischas. Und das hat man uns gegeben mit dem Medium von Tzaddik Deis Pat. We should be able to do it. So the Rebbe gave us another nisoyin and another thing. What did he do? He gave us Tzaddik Deis Pat last year, huge Pat. Was doch heute ist doch gewesen genug Alomas Vesterim. Why do we need it? There was Alomas Vesterim already. Und Kashes, there was Kushes. How come the Friedrich Rebbe couldn't? The Rebbe spoke, I think, in Tafshin and Aleph on Beis. I don't remember exactly which year. The Rebbe spoke huge Pat. The Rebbe was crying. Said that the Friedrich Rebbe was same as Moshe Rabbeinu. Kvat Pevek Kvat Loshen. Didn't understand. In Etoraidim Amorim. There was Kashes, there was questions. Und nicht kein verständige Sachen. Wonderful. That's, again, the Rebbe was crying. Hat man aber gesehen, so der Rebbe ist das so, als dort halt ist nicht maßbig, it's not enough to bring down the Eures Taliki or the Kutsche Brichu, Mit darf doch Chob, soll sein, istalik, we need, it should be istalik, and again is crying, Bekula Olmin, Kam Bocho, here the Rebbe cried a lot, it says, Kam Bocho, Kloik Kedushas Adash Arbe. So the Rebbe gave us also on top of everything, on top of the questions, and on top of the suffering that the Friedrich Rebbe, with all his machles, all his problems that they have, what gegeben the minimum for Silukan Shel Tzadikim. Nicht nur the minimum was das ist Kerchum, Beis HaMikdash. The Rebbe is using here not the Medrash. Not the Medrash, it says that it's like Chum Beis HaMikdash. No, but noch Yoisom Chum Beis HaMikdash. It's even worse in the Chum Beis HaMikdash. But the Tachlis HaKavone is doch mehr nicht, Kadesh soll sein, der Stalik. The ultimate goal is not the Stalkos. The ultimate goal is that there should be Stalik Yikor or the Kishabrich. Und der Roiv mondt man bei uns mehr nicht wie die Akore. It's not a big deal. They're asking for us, recognize that this is what the Rebbe will. The Rebbe want. As wir sollen alle wissen, das ist was der Rebbe want. We should know, as wir befinden sich in dem Deur HaShvi, was wird das angerufen, Deur HaShvi? Why is it called Deur HaShvi? Therefore, was Ma'alose is, or there's was is Shvi L'Rishoin. As we learn in the beginning of the Maamar, that by Avraham Avinu is the Mile is that he was not even looking like Rabbi Akiva Mesiras Nefesh. What was his line? His line was bottle. I'm doing what the Rebbe wants. We need Mesiras Nefesh. I have it also. We'll continue tomorrow.
Yes.